division, one division, one division, one division, ba-ba-dum-bum. Hey guys, what is poppin', people? Why is this so awkward? Okay. Hey guys, we are back. I am back with another video. Obviously, this is dumb. Okay. So, I have been tasked with the odd request of being a valedictorian. How that happened, I have no idea. The lighting is awful. Hold on. There we go. It went something like this. Hello, is this musical Melina I'm speaking to? That is not my legal name, but yes. I just wanted to say congratulations, you are our valedictorian. Huh? But it is a virtual online valedictorian graduation thing. So, when it comes to speeches, I'm not really one to stand up there in front and, like, speech to people. So, I had an idea of doing a Star Wars themed speech. So, my sister and I are going to go into the hills and forests and film some Jedi stuff, but I need a costume. So, a few years back when I was a wee child, I took karate, so I think I'm going to try to outline or trace my gi, my karate gi, my outfit that I would wear, because it sort of looks like a Jedi outfit, which, now that I'm realizing it, Jedis are basically just karate kids with magical powers. Anyway, so we're gonna start to do that. Okay. Bye.
Okay, so I started up on the mock-up. Yeah. It took me a little while to figure out how exactly I was going to make the mock-up, so I took the gi and I traced out a back panel, and then I opened up the gi and traced the two inside panels that would connect to that, so like the side pieces, because they're big and they overlap, so that is what I did. I also ignored the sleeves because for my Jedi robe I did not need sleeves. So it was a pretty easy process. Overall, just put it on some really atrociously colored mock-up fabric, but, well, it was actually a bedsheet, so, yep. And then I sewed it all together, and it went actually very, very quickly. My sewing wasn't perfect at all, it was rather off-centered, but it worked to let me know that what I was doing was not, full of flaws.
Okay. This is the mock-up. I'm gonna move you, actually. Whee! Yeah. Okay. Mock-up. Rough poncho. It's not too bad, actually. Neck's a little bit tight, but I know that the color is atrocious. I'm gonna use my Miss Marvel scarf. Yeah. It's not too bad. I think I'll trim the sleeves on the shoulders a little bit, but otherwise, it's not awful. Woo! Jedi robes, yeah! Hey guys! Okay, so, yesterday I made my mock-up and it fit pretty well, so I took it apart and I'm going to use this super cool, I just laid it out so I'm not, no, actually I'm gonna pull it up. The super cool canvas that's, it was already painted, but like kind of splotchy painted, so it's gonna be like a cool ombre blue canvasy thing. We're gonna try that out. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm very excited about it, so yeah. Trying to figure out if the bottom, the blue stuff should be the top and it fades to white, or the white fades to blue. I think I'm gonna do white fades to blue. We'll try that.
So then I just seam ripped my pattern and regurgitated everything that I did on the mock-up fabric, and I did it on the actual fabric. And it kind of hurt my heart a little to cut this beautiful piece of art apart, but never mind. But it actually looks very nice, and I'm very happy with it. I promise I'm trying to get better at these voiceovers, but I'm just making it up as I go along. So I cut out the back, or I traced the back panel and then cut that out, and then here I am cutting out the side panels.
Clear. Arnor. Red of battery. Almost. Well, we're gonna run at you until you're out of it. And rain will make the flowers grow. Oh no. Oh wait, you're alive. Never mind. Okay. We will start over.
After that fiasco, I was able to put a new battery in my camera, and it worked much better. So I sewed the 3 pieces together to form a very odd poncho jacket thing. And I tried it on and it fit pretty well. So then I folded over the neckline and I tried this really fancy stitch on it because my machine is kind of old, but it does have some really cool fancy stitches. So I tested it out. I tried the whole thing on. I played around with it a lot, so I had these 2 leftover pieces from another project I did with those green pieces of fabric, and they're very hard to deal with. They're not straight, they don't lay out flat or anything, so I had to do a lot of extra steps. If you are making a Jedi costume, really all you need is to put together your Jedi robe / gi, and then you just need 3 pieces of fabric. But because I chose really weird fabric, I had to add a lot more steps. One of those steps included me sewing my weird green fabric on top of some canvas fabric that would match the rest of my Jedi robe. So I put that on there and I sewed lines / channels down the whole thing. And this is where morning hair in a bun Melina turns into Qui-Gon Jinn Melina. But anyway, I sewed channels down maybe like 4 or 5 or 6, or I don't know, too many channels of thread down so that my weird fabric would lay flat and straight, and it still didn't work, but it looks really cool, and it helped a little bit, but I had to do a lot more steps in order to get it to lay flat. And then the canvas wasn't long enough, so I had to add another piece and be like a ninja and slide it under, and it was very difficult and a little more work than I expected, but I persisted, and it ended up looking very nice. And then I started to iron, and that's where all of my problems ensued. Because I thought I could iron it to where all the edges laid super flat and straight, and that was not the case, because no matter how hard or how much I ironed the edges, they still kept curling up, and it was very frustrating.
cotton is like the highest setting.
It smells like the highest setting.
It's just, there's like a corner on each of my things that's just not straightening.
What happens when the booth goes
Look at that! That's not okay! Why is that not?
So, pretty soon after that, I gave up on ironing it, and I tried to maybe safety pin it. I thought maybe safety pins would work to help it lay flat, and it still did not work. So then I figured I had to add some boning channels in and add some boning slash zip ties, because ain't nobody got money for sewing bones. Anyway, so I sewed some very lovely side channels and for the zip ties.
Gareth, could you require or retrieve some food hurriedly? Just maybe like a biscuit or something?
Not even a minute later.
Thank you.
I love my sister so much. She is the best. Anyway,
Why is it still bent? Ah! Stop being bent. I need one on the bottom. That's a pretty solid channel too. It's still bent. On the contrary, if I put one on the bottom of all of these, they'll all stay. Okay.
yep, so then I had to sew a lot more channels and do a little bit of hand sewing and add more zip ties and cut zip ties, and it ended up working a little bit.
Shop now for Michael's lowest prices of the season on thousands of items.
What about I
With
want
70%
to,
off
Janice?
60% off John B.
Get ready for our biggest savings of the season during the March Mega Sale at Dave Smith Motors.
No.
Does no one else name call the ads when you're frustrated? I don't know. I was very frustrated at this point in the process because it was a lot of work.
I was able to do it. What does that mean? I don't know what that blinky light means. It probably means it's almost dying. Okay, so I was able to put a small bit of boning in here. It's a little wavy still, but not as bad as it was, so hopefully it'll look okay. Now I just have to do that 3 more times.
So then after I finally finished the 4 zip ties at the bottom, I tried the whole thing on, and it felt so cool.
Okay, we are filming today. We filmed a little bit last night in my backyard. But today we are going to Tubbs Hill to take some really cool pictures and, or not pictures, videos. And so I'm gonna go get ready. Let's go. I don't know, I think I should go like this. My Looney Tunes pants.
I was trying to be super aesthetical here, but then I just gave up. So here is me putting on the Jedi robe. I added a lace-up feature on the belt, so that takes a long time and is really hard to do when you're alone, but it worked anyway. And then I started doing my hair, and this is a long process, but I decided to do 3 braids, 1 on the top and 2 on the sides, and they were Dutch braids, and yeah, my arms hurt a lot, because doing braids on yourself hurts a lot, because I feel like I should have giant biceps by now, but alas, I do not. So then I After I'm done with all of the 3 braids, I combine them all together into one giant ponytail thing, and then I struggle to put that into a perfect cylindrical bun. And I use up basically all of my bobby pins because this thing cannot fall out while I am running in the mountains. And then I have this really cool necklace thing, and I just put some pins on that and I attached it to the rest of my hair, and it looks very Jedi-like and I like it. So then this is my awful makeup process. I am not a makeup artist. I know nothing about makeup. I put primer on and I put foundation on, and I made it look like I had weird plague dots all over my face. Then I spent way too long on my eyebrows, and way too long figuring out how to open the eyebrow thing. And I tried to include you, but then figured it was probably a little too boring to watch me do my eyebrows. So I put on some fancy eye makeup. I think I put some orange and some pink, just kind of keeping it natural, but also kind of pizzazzy at the same time. Really see, but on the center of my eyes I put like silvery stuff, and then I put a little blue dot, kind of makes it a little out of the ordinary and Star Warsy. Regretting my decision to try and look cute while doing this thing.
What's that? You're filming a Jedi thing? Oh, what kind of socks do you have? Patrick Star socks! I forgot I had to eat lunch, and so I ate a half of a sandwich and an apple. It was a small apple, but about halfway through I was like, I'm done. But I don't know, I feel like there's this unspoken thing where you feel kind of guilty for not finishing the whole apple, so I had to get at least most of it done. This is all I have left. I don't know. I felt bad. You can't start an apple and then not eat all of it. That wastes the apple's existence. Anyway, I'm gonna brush my teeth and put some lipstick on, and then I can go.
And that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will have another video up soon about the behind the scenes while I'm filming. But for now, enjoy this beautiful shot that my uncle took for me. Thank you so much, Uncle Aaron. Farewell, everyone. Bye-bye.